Hi everyone, Michelle Fixit. Don't mind the dead plant in the background. Today's video, we are going to be showing you guys how to teach your daughter or child to use a drill. Because sometimes we just assume they know how to do things, and they don't. So, bask in the glory of Izzy Fixit. Izzy Fixit really, and we have like winter cleaning going on over here. So we have donations and everything else. So no, the house does not normally look like this. So Izzy Fixit wanted to get this screw out of here. It's actually a bolt, I think, because we are taking this vacuum cleaner apart because it stopped working, and we are sending it back because when products don't work, we send them back. And she was trying to take this and use it here and turn it like so. And I was like, no, Izzy, this is a perfect opportunity to show you how to use a drill. So I figured other people would want to know how to do this too. So if you have a quick disconnect bit, which is like this, so you see how it has a little divot on it? And you see how this is just a little nub at the end? This is a quick disconnect bit. So the way that this works is very similar to how air compressors work with their attachments. So you pull this up, you're going to stick this in and then release it, and it should catch on this narrowing right here. So Izzy, you get to do that.
Yeah, I was trying to do that from the start, but I didn't really realize how to do it. I knew I had to do something like that, but I didn't know what.
Okay, and then you're going to pull it and make sure that it is in there. So that's the other bit. So that bit goes into the drill the same way that this other does. Mommy gets special bits, so they have a sleeve. So that way I can stick the screw at the end, and then I can just apply pressure. It holds it, and this, I can hold this, and the rest of it still spins around. So attachments are also awesome. Okay, so Izzy, do you know how to figure out when your drill is going in reverse versus when you're trying to drive something into it?
No.
Okay, so if you look at the sides, you see this arrow right here? Hold the drill for me so I can zoom in for them too. So on one side of your drill, there should be an arrow that points going forward. And then if you flip your drill around, the other arrow is going backwards. So do you think that if you pushed in this one, that it would make your drill go in reverse?
Yes.
Okay, and then if you pushed in that other one, it would make it go in forward. And now she's excited because she's like, oh, I know how the magic of this works. This is cool. Okay, so also with using a drill, this is your trigger. So one, if you don't want to worry about somebody being able to use your drill, if you make it where instead of one being pushed in or one being pushed in on the other side, if you find that middle, you can't push it. But if you push the button in to make it go in reverse, now it's in reverse. This is your trigger to get it to do it. Now, I had a lot of grumpy guys on the internet because I call these drills. They're actually technically impact drivers. And they said you can't use a variation in speed. You can. You just have to not be whamming it. So if you can't tell me that there's not a difference in speed by pulling that trigger, and if you don't have the self-control to do that, then like that's a you thing, that's not a me thing. Yes, it's a Hyper Tools. I use Hyper Tools and I use Craftsman. Those are my two brands because I have tools in two different places. So my cheap tools, being the Hyper Tough ones, are where the rental properties are. So if something happens to them, it's not a big deal. And I keep my Craftsman at my house because they are far more expensive than these. And I also, of course, do use some DeWalt products just because I like them. So the other thing about your drill, you want to hold it? The other thing about the drill is this one has a light, yes. So if you notice whenever you're pulling the trigger, it illuminates, and that's fantastic. But if you push right here, because, you know, you're going to end up needing to charge this bad boy at some point, you push there and you pull. It's a push and a pull. Then your battery comes out, and then you can charge your battery. And then normally, and they have different variations, but you stick this into the receptacle for the charger. You wait for it to be green or red. Red means that, you know, typically it's dead battery. Some of the companies are getting more fancy, so they actually have a battery meter on the side or something. this originally was like a $25 drill, but with, you know, like random inflation prices, I think they're now like $35, maybe $40. But these are really good, solid drills if you're new to DIY stuff. I use them for everything, and I use them way more than the average person would use their tools because I work on houses and vehicles and everything else. And I probably have like, what? I thought you hurt yourself. Yes, and so most drills also have, just lost it. Most drills also have a receptacle cubby right here. So it'll typically be that you get a bit that comes in and it'll be attached to the back. So that way you can store it there. And then she has just found one of my T-bits. And this is a T10. It says it right, if it'll zoom in. Come on. Okay, hold. Oops.
Right here.
All right, hold it.
It's a T and a 10.
Okay, stay still. So on the side of that one is what it is, which is a T10. And so it has a different head. And so I had tucked that one in the back part of here, and she just found it, so she was excited. But that's all the stuff I can think of with the drill. So also just as like a random thing, if you are new to DIY and you are weighing out the pros and cons, the lighting is terrible in here, of a traditional drill that you have to like twist the head of it or have a chuck tool or something like that, versus an impact driver drill, I personally highly recommend an impact driver drill, which is why I have a bunch of them, because of the ease of the quick disconnect. You're not going to worry about if you're going in reverse and you're trying to do something, you're not going to have to worry about your bit, you know, popping out on you or any of those kinds of things. And this is like my go-to drill. I pretty much have, I don't know, I probably have like 15, 20 of these things. Like, they're awesome. And they're also lightweight. If you do Hyper Tough, one of the grand debates, because Husband Cat is, I don't know, I can't remember which brand he likes, but he has his own set of tools. And the difference between the Hyper Tough and the Craftsman, and also DeWalt, is they are far more lightweight than the green or the orange guys, and than other ones. So like this drill weighs half, if not 3/4 less than the drills that my Husband Cat has, and my Craftsman and my Hyper Tough are my go-tos. So that's how you use a drill, and that's how you teach your daughters to be strong, independent, one day young adults that know how to do stuff, because we need to teach them. So you guys like and subscribe. Have a fantastic day. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to email me or message me in the comments. See you next time. Bye.